of the NFL. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chiefs and the Jaguars on Monday Night Prime Time.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Jacksonville. Here's Parker Washington with the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson, and really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's ETN on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That pass caught by Strange. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. It is caught left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. His throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it! And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Lawrence in the pistol. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
ETN does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's completed right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Tight end going in motion here. First down throw, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's caught for the first. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Another Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
It's 2nd and 8.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. They'll motion Brown right. 2nd and 8. That's taken in by Etienne. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Charles Omenahu on the play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has it at the 11. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Bronk. It's 10-0 partway through here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. They pick up 7 on the ground. That brings up 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. Lawrence throwing here. ETN on the catch. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Runner pass, which way they want to go to convert on 3rd. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That pass caught by Strange. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. They've got first down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
2nd and 6. at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Foye Oluokun with the pick.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars looking to add to their advantage. 2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Chiefs and this running back headed back out for a new series. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This taken from the 12. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First down throw, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where 5 quarters couldn't decide a winner. This one ends in a tie. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans.
Tajay Spears
over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Kyron Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Starting at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 10 now. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he'll go down here at the 16. And it's a nickel set for the Jags on this 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Up and good from Blankenship. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Etienne again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They kick the running back in motion. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Jaguars into punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Ventrell Miller making that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing is Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw Mahomes. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Jaguars headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running it here with Etienne. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He has it at the 33. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now a timeout called just as the play clock was down to 2. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score, don't let it go to 4th and goal, and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll begin his return from the 11. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here's ETN on first down. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Motioning one of the tight ends. They go right back to ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Avoids the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Mahomes now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air, Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injury that nobody wants to see. That is Travis Kelce in need of some assistance. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and short. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A counter give here to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Hauled in by Gray. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They've got a man in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Again, Mahomes to throw. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming here from the 12. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They motion the slot man right. Looking to throw it. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Their punter making his way out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs jump in front late. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 20.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll look to throw it. He gets this one to Strange. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. Here he is to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not, they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.